morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Liga Kenobi. And before we get started, I would like you guys to please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very much. All right, let's get into this. All right, closer that we get to the Snow White premiere, the more articles that we get that has been going on with behind the scenes. So here's the behind the scenes of what has been happening and what's been going on. So here we go. Snow White actor admits Disney scaled back movie premiere due to fear of Rachel Zegler controversies, criticizes dwarf changes but repeats the studio's revisionist history. So we got one actor that's in there that introduced that got the job. That we have one dwarf actor that got the job. You may be familiarized by this actor. So I'll show you who it is in a minute, and then we'll read the article. So here we go. So this actor, his name is Martin Kleeba, and he's known best for one of the pirates in Pirates of the Caribbean movie. So he was given the voice job of Grumpy. Instead of being a realistic dwarf, he was given the voice job being Grumpy. Since they took away many of the dwarf's privileges to taking the job as real life dwarves, so that's kind of wrong. So let's read what this actor has to say and everything. So as Disney's Snow White continues to be engulfed in controversy, one of the film's stars has confirmed what many already suspected. Disney is too afraid to hold a full premiere. Martin Kleeba, who voices Grumpy in the film, revealed that the studio scaled back the event over fears of backlash. However, despite his criticism of Disney's handling of the Seven Dwarfs, Kleeba also repeated the studio's talking point that they always intend to use motion capture animation for the characters, a claim that directly contradicts previous reports, leaked set photos, and even past statements from Disney itself. I I don't know why Cleva is trying to fall for that. Tell people to do that too. I don't know why Cleva is doing that because that's kind of wrong, dude. He's afraid of the blowback over Snow White. Speaking to Hollywood Reporter, Kleba openly acknowledged that the upcoming premiere is not the major event one would expect for a film remaking Disney was very first animated classic. It really isn't going to be a red carpet. It's going to be at the El Capitan Theater, which is cool. But it's basically going to be a pre-party watch the movie, and that's it. There's not going to be this whole hoopla of Disney first blanking movie they ever made. Because of all this controversy, they are afraid of the black blowback from different people in society. This confirms that Disney is actively avoiding publicly for Snow White, a sign of just how little confidence they have in the project. Kleba specifically attributed the decision to the controversy with Rachel. Referring to the lead actress, Rachel Zegler, who has been widely criticized for mocking the original Snow White and her politically charged outburst in social media, Disney's decision to shut out press at the premiere was already a red flag. But hearing one of the film's own actors confirm that the studio's running scared only reinforces the idea that Snow White is shaping up to be a disaster. Kleber criticizes Disney's handling of the dwarves, but then pushes the studio's re-envisionist history. Kleber also took issue with the Disney decision to move away from the traditional portrayal of the Seven Dwarfs, a change that was heavily influenced by actor Peter Dinklage, who called the original fairy tale backward. I don't usually get into the political stuff, but dwarves aren't going to go away because you can't imagine that they're there. We're still going to be walking around, so I didn't get the whole stuff about not doing the dwarves. The story's been around forever and it's classic. The statement is notable because Kleba is the only little person actor who is given a role in the film. His frustration highlights just how much Disney pushed our actual dwarf actors in favor of CGI creatures, a move that has drawn criticism from the little people in Hollywood who saw it as a missed opportunity for real representation. However, despite his frustration, Kleeba then replaced the studio's talking point that CGI dwarves were always the plan, a claim that does not hold up to the scrutiny. According to Kleeba, the film had already influenced to use motion capture animation for the 7 miners in the film. THR said in its article. This is blatantly false. Said photos for 2022 clearly showed a diverse group of actors of verifying sizes and genders playing the seven dwarves. The backups to those images were immediate and severe, with many fans accusing Disney of erasing the iconic characters in favor of generic human replacements. See, I don't know why Kleeba is going with this. Kleeba should not. Kleeba, I know Kleeba is not wanting to get involved with politics. I understand that. I get that. But Kleeba should have never mentioned about that they were going to go with the CGI the whole time. They should have never. He should have never have done that because it's obviously there, bro. This is the actual facts of what was going on with the Seven Dwarfs. It was right. It's there. The problem is, bro. The Hollywood Reporter itself originally acknowledged this, admitting that Disney changed course after the backlash and ultimately went with the CGI instead. However, the outlet later revised their article to erase this fact, claiming that CGI was always the plan. To clear the case of Disney trying to rewrite history by repeating this false narrative, Kleeba appears to be helping Disney cover up its own flip-flopping rather than holding the studio accountable for how poorly it handled the situation. Kleeba acknowledges that another Disney change the title itself. In another surprising omission, Kleeba called out that the fact that Disney has stripped the dwarves from the title of the film, a departure from the 1937 original was expectedly called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I wish they could have kept it. I wouldn't have gone away from that, but the marketing people know what they were doing. The removal of Seven Dwarfs from the title is another sign of how far Disney has tried to distance itself from this traditional fairy tale, seemingly out of fear that a straightforward retelling would be labeled as problematic in modern Hollywood. But given the massive backlash into the film's changes, it's clear that Disney's attempt to rebrand Snow White has backfired completely. Disney's Snow White remains a PR nightmare. At this point, Snow White is looking less like a major Disney release and more like a movie that the studio just wants to push out the door as quick as possible. The scale back here confirms that Disney is afraid to fully promote the film. Kleba's criticism of the dwarf changes shows that even people involved in the movie disagree with the studio's handling of the project. Yet Disney's revisionist history about the CGI dwarves continues, with Kleeba now repeating the false claim that they were kept always meant to be at motion capture characters. This may be desperate to avoid more controversy, but it's far too late for that. With a lead actress who has alienated fans, a story that has been drastically altered, and a premiere that is being quietly downplayed, Snow White is shaping up to be one of Disney's biggest misfires in years. So it's like this, bro. No matter how many actors, no matter how many stories that they try to cover the situation, it's too late. They screwed up. All they have to do is reduce another article and admit, and Disney needs to admit that they messed up. Literally. They should have damn made real life dwarves, but hey, that's on them, bro. That is on them. So we'll see what happens with this we'll see what happens with this movie, man. Which I know what's gonna happen with the movie, but we'll see. So thank you all for watching this video, and thank you for being part of the channel. So please share this video, post a comment below, let me know your thoughts. And as always, thank you all so much, and I'll be seeing you all until next time. Bye, everyone.